Hey guys, what's up? It's Carmela Maniac. If you're new to my channel, sit down, chill, and hang out with me for a little bit, because today I'm going to be breaking down and reviewing Swim by BTS. And this song is off of their recently released album called Arirang. Please forgive my pronunciation. Now before we started, I just wanted to remind you guys to maybe hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, or vice versa, even if you don't agree with my take, because we can all agree to disagree. Hopefully. Because, you know, I'm not saying I'm an expert, I'm just giving you my honest opinion about the song. Okay, 5 seconds into the song, I couldn't wait to hear more. I was so excited and so intrigued. And you know what caught my attention? Come on, it'll be on the test later. The synths! Let's all go on a cyberpunk adventure right now. Swim. I swear every K-pop song that I've heard has like the best intro ever. But to be honest, I haven't listened to that much K-pop, so don't take my word for it. But for example, the group Red Velvet has a song called Bad Boy, and it is the coolest intro I've ever heard in my entire life. And I wish the intro had like its own song. But back to this song, Swim by BTS. The intro is very similar to some intros that some really good reggaeton songs have. And now I'm wondering if like K-pop is the Korean equivalent to reggaeton. And I'm sure there's something messed up with what I'm saying or that thought in general, but it's just a thought. Anyway, I love the vocals in the intro of the song. The melodies are executed perfectly, and they're perfectly crafted to sound dark and smooth, and they're altered just enough in terms of audio effects to sound just a tad unnatural to match the kind of urban atmospheric vibe of the song. It's beautiful, I love it. And then oh my gosh, the bass that comes in for the intro is truly delightful. It's amazing. It's wide, expansive, and metallic enough to be futuristic and interesting. Oh man, I'm so glad this song didn't disappoint, because it was building up so much in my head, and then when the beat drops, it did not let me down, in my opinion. The beat, I admit, is very simple, but that's one of the things that makes the song so great. It's literally just the vocals, some percussive elements, and a very simple arpeggiating synth that has very plucky notes. But because that synth is so percussive, it makes the song and the beat really bounce. And maybe one of the reasons I like the beat so much is because it's very heavily focused around the bass. But the bass here is different from the one in the beginning. It's not metallic at all. It's super clean. It's more like a traditional 808. And it adds a kind of classic element to the song and to the beat. One thing I will say though, towards the end of the first verse, RM's vocal melody modulates slightly, and obviously the arpeggiating synth that is the melodic element in that part of the song follows him, and the modulation itself makes sense within the context of the chord progressions, but for some reason the synths and the vocals sound almost as if they were a little bit out of tune, and it could be on purpose or it could also not be on purpose. Like the vocals are pretty okay, but they're still sounding a little bit weird there. But what really gets me is that the synth sounds almost as if it went through a detuned audio effect or something. I don't know, this is my only gripe thus far. You back, girl. You ain't even gotta love me back, girl. You know that I'm never holding back. Now one cool thing the producers did with the vocals is add what I'll call the demon voice on certain parts for emphasis. And what I call the demon voice is like giving the vocals a deeper version of itself and then just kind of slapping it on behind it. So it's like you got the regular vocals and then you got like the deeper demon voice vocals underneath it at the same time. It's a great way to shake things up and allows the vocals to have more depth, width, and intrigue. Hit up the ground, I ain't never getting cold feet. Yeah, you know me. Yeah, you know me. And another thing about the vocals that could be seen as a bad or good thing is that for a lot of the song they are dripping, and I mean drowning, in reverb, especially Jungkook in the pre-chorus. So easy to make it so hard. Nights like these, I just wanna get lost. But the amount of reverb on his voice makes a lot of sense because it makes this huge atmospheric moment with a lot of rhythmical space, meaning there's not a lot of rhythm, percussion, anything like that going on, that the chorus can fill later. It's making space for the chorus. And so the chorus drops, and I cannot turn my volume up enough without damaging my ears because hearing is important to me. The short choppy synth gets replaced with a longer kind of synth pad synth that carries the same arpeggiating pattern forward. Now, how I was saying that the pre-chorus was very spacious and atmospheric, the chorus perfectly fills that space with basses, synths, and percussion and vocals. It's like the perfect completion that hits you all at once in the best way possible. And my favorite vocal melody from the beginning of the song takes over here as the chorus melody. They knew how effective and intriguing that beginning vocal melody / hook was, so kudos to them for putting that in the beginning to get everyone's attention, because it definitely got mine. But obviously the beginning version of it was a lot less fleshed out compared to the chorus, and that was on purpose, because it was like a delicious preview to what was about to come. Now for the next verse, I was expecting the song to return back to the form of the first verse, but I couldn't have been more wrong. This verse was sung by Suga. I know I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but you know, S-U-G-A. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing these things. Anyway, this verse is a lot more atmospheric and is filled with a lot more vibey synths that are more like long continuous notes, so a synth pad. So it's got a little bit more going on than the first verse, and it's a blessing. Also in this verse, the melodies are a lot more bright and they stand out very heavily against the darker melodies of the rest of the song. It's definitely interesting and gives us a little break. I really like dark things, so I didn't really need a break from the dark melodies, but that's just me. I can feel the highways coming. While you run away, you can run it. Oh, okay, and then the last chorus, everything cuts out except for a long, deep, vibey synth pad that is very reminiscent sounding and lets us calm down after the excitement that was this song. And then we're greeted with the hook melody from the beginning and the choruses, which is dripping in reverb. It's soaking. So like this whole section is kind of like a meditative memory of the song. It's really cool. Like brings us out of the moment for a little bit, or puts us into the moment for a little bit. Either one. And then for the last line that Jin sings of the song, all the reverb cuts out and it comes across as sharp, immediate, and it breaks up the reverie that we were in for the next song. It's really well crafted. Yeah, swim. I just wanna dive. This song feels like it's a dream come true for people who love atmospheric, vibey, and cool sounding synths. So it's a dream come true for me, and I'm so glad that I got to listen to it. This is one of those songs that you listen to and then wish you lost all of your memory just so that you could experience the song again for the first time. Like when I was listening to this song, I was scared to continue listening to this song because I didn't want to ruin my first experience with this song. Anyway, this song had very carefully crafted melodies, especially the one that is the hook or the chorus melody, and they're all dripping in reverb, and those melodies stay with you. They're catchy, but in the best way possible. And the wonderful vibey atmospheric synths that accompany it are just the sweetest cherry on top. I loved them so much. And this song is also always changing, so it had good arrangement and we didn't get bored. I will say though, it's very poppy, but in the best way possible. And I could see how some people would think that this song would only appeal to like teenage girls. But I would argue that it's very creative in its use of synths and how well they blend together, which makes it more than just a pop song for teenage girls to me. And if a song is bopping, I don't know what else I have to say to defend it. It defends itself. I just wanna So I'm gonna give this song a 9.5 out of 10 on the Mellometer just for the synths and that one hook melody. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go listen to the rest of this album to see if they have any more cool synths. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, or even if you didn't, agree to disagree, remember, please consider subscribing to the channel. Tell me what you guys thought of Swim by BTS in the comments below. Keep listening. I'll talk to you guys later. Did you subscribe yet? Because this song, if any of the songs, deserves a subscription, except for Die With A Smile or Risk It All. or any of the other really good songs on this channel.